Assalamualaikum, friends. Welcome back to my channel, The Faithful Academy. We're a homeschooling family. We're going to continue reading the series The Prophets of Allah by Shoaib Hamid Ghazi, Volume 1. We're reading about Prophet Hud alayhi salam. The followers of Prophet Nuh alayhi salam were noble Muslims who settled down in Arabia and lived pious lives. But as time went by, some of their children drifted away from the way of Islam. They forgot the guidance of Allah and began worshipping idols, drinking alcohol, gambling, and cheating each other. One group of Nuh alayhi salam's descendants was called Ad. Instead of Allah, the Ad prayed to many different idols. They believed that each idol fulfilled a different need. According to them, all the powers that really belonged to Allah were divided among these many gods. And instead of worshipping Allah alone, they worshipped different gods all at the same time. They believed that their idols had given them everything. The people of Ad were tall, handsome, and strong people. They were excellent architects and skilled engineers. They liked to build castles and magnificent buildings, and they planted beautiful gardens and orchards. But they did not realize that their abilities and the natural resources around them were gifts from Allah. In spite of all these gifts from Allah, they denied His power. Even though the people of Ad were great builders, they had no morals. In the markets, many would use false weights and measures to cheat people. The poor people spent all of their money, but still could not get enough to eat. The rich people kept their wealth to themselves and refused to listen to anybody's advice. Allah chose one man from among them to be a prophet. This man was named Hud alayhi salam. Prophet Hud alayhi salam tried to teach the people of Ad that there is only one God and that everything, rain and safety and food and health, is from Him. Hud alayhi salam told them again and again to stop worshipping their idols. He begged them to live according to Allah's will. He warned them about Allah's punishment of those who disobeyed Him, and especially for those who worshipped false gods. He told them, "O my people, I am not asking for any reward from you. I am simply sent by the Lord of the worlds to warn you and call you back to the path of truth and goodness. If you ask forgiveness from Allah and change your ways, He will make you stronger than you are now. He will give you plenty of rain, and He will accept you. You must not continue your evil ways." Most of the people of Ad were not ready to listen to Prophet Hud alayhi salam. They told him, "You're stupid. You're just telling us old wives' tales. We know that we are not going to be punished and destroyed like the people of Nuh." However, Prophet Hud alayhi salam knew that Allah's punishment would come to his people. After trying to convince them, he decided to leave the valley of Al-Ahqaf with the people who listened to his message and were Muslims. As soon as Hud alayhi salam left the village, a large cloud appeared in the sky. The people of Ad were happy to see it because they thought that it would bring rain to their desert land. Little did they know that Allah was sending a terrible windstorm through the cloud. The clouds grew larger and larger as the wind howled louder and louder. The air was full of dust and sand. The wind blew so violently that the people ran into their big houses and beautiful castles to hide. But nothing could save them from the punishment of Allah. The storm raged for 8 days and 7 nights. Their houses were filled with sand and all the people were smothered. Then the wind blew all the sand back across the desert. There was nothing left except the big empty houses of Ad, which were useless against the punishment of Allah. Their idols could do nothing against His will, and they now were broken and strewn over the dead land. The only people from Ad who were saved from the storm were those who had left with Prophet Hud alayhi salam. The children of these believers grew up to become good Muslims who believed in Allah alone and lived honest lives. Okay, friends, thank you so much for joining with us to read the story of Hud alayhi salam. And don't forget to subscribe this channel, and don't forget to join us in our next video to read the story of Saleh alayhi salam. Assalamualaikum.